And today we're going to work on a registration form. We're going to allow our users to register themselves, to add users, as opposed to going through our previously noted admin side. This time we're going to have a front-end version. And so we're going to start with, as we do with most, we're going to add a path that we're going to support. Let's just call it register. And we are going to make a view called, let's just call it register. So now if we go over to our views, actually, let's build a form first. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually take advantage of some existing pieces of functionality again to allow us to quickly get up to speed. In order to do so, first we need an import. And this is from Django contrib auth forms, and it is aptly called the user creation form. So now we get to come down and we're going to build a form based on that. And we're going to call it registration form. Whoop, if I can, there we go, registration form. It's going to inherit from user creation form. And now we're going to set this form up. Now the way this one works is, let's go ahead and we're going to add email, because we're going to have people supply an email. And that's going to be a forms dot email. Sorry, email field, spelled that right. And we're going to tell it what fields to put. And it's going to be based off of the user model, which I need to import. And this is the admin user. Let's see, contrib auth models. And so we're going to base this off, so we're going to create a registration form. We're going to add the field email, and we're going to base it off the model user. And then there's multiple fields, so we're going to tell it which ones we want to display. And in this case, we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do username, email, because we added that, password 1, and password 2, which gives us our verify. Oh, that's where I'm missing it there. Okay, I'm not sure why it doesn't like that, but we'll find out in a second maybe. Okay, so that's our form. And now we can go to forms. Let's go to views. So let's do, we're going to call this register. And this is going to be one we're going to go ahead and put together our post and everything all in one shot. So let's see, let's start here. So first, let's set up our form, and that's going to be equal to forms.registration form. So we create a form. We're going to do our params array as we've done before. And that's going to be equal to, I'm going to put that in quotes. So form is going to be form. And now let's take care of our, if it's post. So if request.method equals post, then all we need to do is check if form dot is valid. And then we can do a save. And let's go back to, we'll go to the home page. So once you register, you come back to the home page. And then, let's see, let me take care of, if it's not a post, or in any case, well, actually, if it's not a post, because we've just redirected, then we're going to send that registration form. Except for now, we need to create our HTML for that form. So, oh, no, it's not. Oop. That's my problem. I gotta actually make a call. Oh, I'll wait for that too. No, that works okay. So if we come over here, there we go. If we go to register, it's going to tell me that we don't have the register. Yeah, so template does not exist. Well, now we have to create a template for that form. So let's go in here in templates. Well, let's just take, we'll just take one, like let's say let's just do the home page and duplicate it. We're going to rename that to register. And then we're going to jump over here and we're going to actually make this work. Now let's see, it's, we don't want it to be internal. We're going to do base. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to actually, so here's our block content. So we've got our basics set up. And now this time we're actually going to need to do a login. Well, no, I'm not going to deal with that yet. We're going to pass on that. Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and create a way to log in case they don't really want to register. In this case, it's going to be window.location equals accounts login, which we put together last time. And so this will allow us to have a login button. And we'll just call that, let's create that real quick. Now, we haven't really done any JavaScript, so this will be our first time that we've noted this. So we could put some of this stuff up in base. We could declare things up there. We could do some other various includes, or we can just do inline, which we're going to do for now. We're going to keep that, keep it simple in this case. So right now, all we have is a login button. So we just have a login button, and then that will take us to login. Now let's actually deal with the form itself. So okay, there's the script, there's a button. So let's do an H1. Register user, so give it a little title. And we're going to do a form. Method equals post. And so now we can come through and do our, as we've seen before, let's do, we're just going to do it as a paragraph this time. So it won't be quite as nice. We need our CSRF token, if I can find a percent. There we go. And we need to submit. Which is going to be there. Give it the same name. And we're going to give it a title, which is a value, which is going to be, let's say register. And we come down here and we'll put something to clean it up a little bit. And so now, oh, I need to go to register. And now it's going to give me a whole lot of information here. We can see this is in that paragraph form. So if we switch it over to table, then it'll be a little easier to read. So we've got our username, our email, password, and our second password. And then it's got a bunch of help that's built into each of these. So now if I create tester, test.com, password will be, I think, I've got to do something really simple. Let's see. Let's do, let's see if this works. I may not pass the password validation. Okay, so is valid is missing self, so I need to go back over here. Where did that go? To views. All right, let's come in here instead, and we're going to change this from register to user register just to avoid a few issues. And then we're going to come over to here and label that user register. And before we go further, because we have to save this, we have to actually set it. Much as we did here, we've got to actually create the form from the existing post. So we actually need to do forms.registration form, and then we're going to send it request.post. Here we created a blank one, and here we come in, we actually pull it in from the request. And let's see if we're running. So now if we come up here, I do want to flip over here real quick. And so we only have one user sitting in there right now. So we're going to create a second one. We're going to give them a name and address. I'll give them a password. Let's see, I'm not sure what the password can be, so let's just do this. And then I'm going to register. And then on so doing, it comes back to the home page. And if I look in here, I see that tester. Now, I didn't add first name, last name, nor do I have some sort of a staff status. So I could add those. Let's see. Okay, so we need to actually, let's go in. I forgot we've got two. So we've got a first name and last name, and we need to add those. Those aren't supported by default. Basically, it's just username, passwords let's spell that right. So if we want it, there we go. And that's going to be a text field. And let's give them a max length. Let's say 40. Let's try that again. There we go. So let's save it. I have to reload it now. Oh, sorry. It's not a text field, it's a char field. Now, if we go to register, there we see its first name, last name have come up there as well. And we can change these around and do some more cleanup, but we're going to deal with that in future episodes. It's probably good enough for now. We've got our registration up. We can tweak it a little bit and start adding users into our system. And that'll do it for today. So go out there and have yourself a great one. We'll talk to you next time.